see you. Welcome to our new series looking at the story of Joseph. Put your hand up if you have a brother. Do you? I have brother. In fact, I have two brothers. My older brother, who's actually shorter than me, his name is Joshua. And my younger brother, who's actually taller than me, his name is Stuart. I love my brothers, and my brothers love me. In today's story, we are going to see that Joseph has brothers. He doesn't have one brother, he doesn't have two brothers, he's got 11 brothers. That's a lot of brothers. But his brothers, they hated Joseph. They hated him so much. Do you remember what the 3 reasons are that the Bible gave us as to why Joseph's brothers hated him? Number 1, Joseph tattled on his brothers. He gave a bad report to their father Jacob about them. He dobbed on his brothers to their dad, and that made them angry. Number 2, Jacob loved Joseph more than all his other sons. He loved Joseph more than all the brothers. And you know what? He even gave him a special coat, a royal robe. I wonder what that robe looked like. Wow. No, I don't think the coat looked like this. This is just my normal winter coat that I bought from Sea Salt. Yeah, I don't think it looks like that. How about we try again? Yeah, I like this coat. This is actually my special going out winter coat. I really like it. I really love the buttons. But I'm not sure if this is the one that Joseph wore. Shall we try again? No, it didn't look like this. This is just my dressing gown. Let's try again. I like this coat. Do you know what? It could have looked like this. Some people thought that Joseph's coat was multicolored, just like this one. But the Bible doesn't actually tell us what the coat looked like. The point of the story is Jacob loved Joseph more than all the other brothers, and he gave him a special royal robe. And that made the brothers hate Joseph. Let me get back to my normal clothing. Number 3, Joseph had 2 dreams, and he told the brothers all about these dreams. He said to the brothers, "One day you will bow down in front of me and be my servants." Well, the brothers didn't like that. They hated Joseph even more. "You rule us," they said, "as if we're not going to bow down before you." And you know what? These 3 things made them hate Joseph so much that they were provoked to jealousy. So what happens next in the story? Well, you'll have to wait till next week to find out what happens next in the story. But now we're going to ask, what do the dreams teach us? What do the dreams teach us about God? God has a plan to protect and save Jacob's family. God made promises to Jacob's great-granddad, Abraham. He said, "I'm going to give you a land, offspring, and I'm going to bless you." And you know what? God keeps his promises. He keeps his promises. Soon, one day, he was going to raise up Jacob's son Joseph to be ruler over Egypt in order to save Jacob's family from death by famine. That's what the dreams were all about. And we're going to learn more about that as the weeks go on. God had a plan to protect and save Jacob's family. Did you know, actually, that Jacob had another name? His name was Israel. You see, Jacob's children, Joseph and his brothers, became the great nation of Israel. Jacob was the father of Israel. His name was Israel. And God wanted to protect his special people. So God had a plan to protect and save Jacob's family, the nation of Israel. But do you know what? God had even a bigger plan, a longer term plan. Not only did he raise up Joseph to rescue Jacob's family and the nation of Israel, to be a king over the whole of Egypt, he was going to raise up another king, a special king, God's king, to not only save Israel, but to save all people from death by sin. God was going to raise up a man like Joseph, but even greater than Joseph, to save all people. His name was Jesus. God had a plan to protect and save not just Jacob's family, but all people from sin and death. Through his Son, the great King Jesus, who died on the cross and came alive again, so that we could be friends with God forever. God had a plan to protect and save his family. Now, let me teach you our new rhyme that we're going to start this week. Joseph. 1, 2, 3, 4. God keeps his promises. God has a plan to protect and save Jacob's family. God has a plan to protect and save Jacob's family. Joseph. 1, 2, 3, 4. God keeps his promises. God has a plan to protect and save Jacob's family. God has a plan to protect and save Jacob's family. God did have a plan to protect and save Jacob's family, and we're going to learn about that all through this series as we look at the story of Joseph. See you next week.